Hi guys, in this session we'll learn what is Go modules, how we can create Go workspace based on the Go modules. So Go module is supported from Go version 1.11 and above. Go module is a dependency management system that makes easier to manage your project dependency version information. So a module is a collection of Go packages stored in a file tree with a go.mod file in your root of your project. So when you are using modules, Go path is no longer used for resolving imports of the package. However, it is still used to store downloaded source code inside your Go path package mod directory, and compiled binary will be stored in your Go path/bin directory. So Go modules allows you to have your workspace outside Go path. So if you are using Go modules, it helps you in dependency management and it's allow you to have your workspace outside Go path. So let's see how we can create a module. This time we'll not create our project inside Go path. Instead of that, we'll create some other place in the system. So let's go. So I am creating a Go workspace inside my C drive directory. I have given the name as Go workspace. Inside that, I'll create a project called Learn Go modules. So let's clone the repository what we created while learning Go path. Let me open my GitHub account, Learn Go workspace. This same repository will clone it and try to build it now. I'm just copying the repository path. Let's open the git bash here. So let's see the Go env. So my Go path directory is this one, what I have created inside C drive Go workspace. So it is different. So let's clone the project, git clone path to the repository. So repository is downloaded. Let's try to compile it. So if you try to compile it, it should fail because Go module is not created for this project and this project is not inside the Go path, so it should fail. Let's do Go build. Yes, it failed because it is trying to find the string util package inside the Go path. Now we'll initialize this project with Go module so that how it can help to resolve the dependency even if we are outside the Go path. For that, we need to do Go mod init then the module path. In this case, we'll provide module path as our repository base path. So this is my repository base path. So let me just provide it. So module has been initialized. If you see inside, it has created a go.mod file. Once we run the go mod init command, it's created a go.mod file. Let's open the go.mod file and see what is inside. You can see the first line is module and this is the module path. The module is not depending on any of the third-party libraries. Only this project is depending on our string util package that is internal to this project. Let's try to add a dependency. We'll add a third-party Go package or our own created Go package inside our project, and how module will import that package automatically into our projects. Before that, we'll just compile it now. So this time Go module is created, so compilation should pass. So let's do Go build. So now you can see the compilation is successful and binary is also generated. So let's run it. So it is printing what it's supposed to print. Where the packages will be downloaded, it will be downloaded inside your Go path package mod directory. So let's go there. So let's go to the Go path, Go package. So if use any packages as a dependency to our project, it should be downloaded to our go path package mod directory. So let's see this in action by importing a package. So for that I have created a repository called mathutils. It's a separate repository. So let's add this repository to our project. So the path, import path for this project is GitHub Sahajavidya, then math.util. And if you go inside, there is only one file called mathutils.go, and it is doing a addition of 2 integer. So let's try to add that. Let's open the Visual Studio Code. So let's import the mathutil package. So we'll just print the addition of 2 number. fmt.println addition of 2 number colon mathutils dot add 1 comma 4. So now let's compile it. Go build. So now it is compiled, and let's run it. So addition of 2 number 5. So it is giving the proper output. If I go inside now go.mod, this time we have not explicitly downloaded the package. Go mod automatically downloaded the package and resolves the dependency. If you are not using a Go modules, you need to explicitly call go get to get the package, then only it will compile it. So if I open, it has added a dependency require this package of this version. Why this is added version as like this? Because I have not tagged my package, so it is just giving when this package was created and the revision number. We'll see how we can tag and specify specific version as well in my upcoming video session. And also it creates a go.sum file. If I open this one, go.sum, you can see it has added the package with version number and some checksum or a cryptographic hash. So it ensures that when you do a go build again, it should retrieve the same bit. So it ensures that your dependency of the project will not change. That's why this go mod and go sum both need to be added to the version control system in order to get the bits of specific package or module version. So go sum, it's guarantee that you will get the same version of dependency. Let's commit this go mod and go sum, and whatever changes we did it in main.go in GitHub. For that we need to do git add go.mod and go.sum, then git commit -m added modules support to project. Now I'll do git push. Okay, let's just verify it. So the go mod and go sum is added to our repository. Let's add a third party library package to our project. So for that we'll use logrus, that is used for logging. Search for logrus. It's a pluggable login for Go. Let's directly jump to an example how to use this package. So just you need to import this package and you can use it. log.info. So let's go to the Visual Studio Code, add this package, and let's try to use it. log.info using third-party package. Now let's compile it and let's run the binary. So we can see very easily we added a third-party package and it is printing what we provided it. Let's see our go.mod. So now one more dependency is added. for Logros, and the version is this one. And if I go and see here in the go.sum file, for Logros also checksum are added. This third party package Logros is depending on some of the other packages that are also listed. These packages are downloaded in GoPath. So if I go inside the GoPath package and mod, you can see in github.com mine one Sahajavidya user math-util of this version is downloaded and stored inside this package mod directory. Because of that, import of the Go package is working even if the workspace is not inside the Go path. Logros path is this one. Let's go check this package is downloaded or not inside the package.mod path. So github.com, yeah, this is also downloaded with the specific version of 1.6.0. So this is how we can create a workspace outside GoPath and how Go module is helping to manage the dependency of the project. So these are the command to create a Go module. We need to just do go mod init, then the module path. This only need to be done once at the beginning to create a module. And let's run this command go list -m all to see all the dependency. Go list -m all. So this is listing all the dependency. Here it is listing so many dependency because Logros again depending on this all the packages. This is our math-util package and this is the Logros package, and the Logros is depending on all these packages. When we build the project, it automatically downloaded all the dependencies. By default, Go will download the latest version, but if you want to download a specific version or dependency, then you can do go get and the import path with the version. It will download the specific version and it will add to the go.mod file. We'll see how we can update a dependency and how to tag a repository by using this following command in my next session. Hope you like the video. Please do subscribe. Thank you.